So we're here to talk about Instagram. First of all, who here has an Instagram for their business right now? Pretty much everyone. And for those raising your hands, are you the ones running it or do you have someone else running it for you? Are you running it? A handful. Okay, good. So that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about how to grow, if you have 0 right now, to 5,000 followers. Okay? So let's get into this here. A couple points we're going to cover, and then I'll stop here and there, things that you should write down, things that you really want to pay attention to. So first we're going to talk about is rapid follower growth. We're going to get into selling with Instagram, automation, so it can work for you even when you're not working on it, and then effective content. So these are the points we're going to cover. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have some fun today, guys. So just a little background about me. Probably a lot of you already know who I am. You've probably seen me or heard me on the phone. I work with EMD Diamonds. I've been in the industry for 10 years selling diamonds. And like I said, I probably call a lot of you on the phone. This is my family. This is my wife, my twins, Hunter and Haley. They drive me crazy. And part of what we're doing is we, with Dana, some of you know Dana, she emails a lot of you, we created what's called Jewelers Conquering the Digital World. This is like a think group. It's a Facebook group. We have 2,200 jewelers on there currently, and it's all about social media. Everything's about what works, what doesn't work. Everyone adds their ideas, they ask questions. If you're not part of that currently, I strongly urge you to join. I would definitely write that down, Jewelers Conquering the Digital World. But why am I here? Why am I talking about Instagram? Well, first of all, I'm a millennial. I'm 34 years old, and I'm on Instagram all the time. And this is my page, HH Twin Breaks. So my hobby is I buy and sell sports memorabilia. So that's what I do on the side of what I do selling diamonds. And I started to find that I was able to grow tremendously through Instagram. I currently have over 7,600 followers that follow me. It's all organic, people that are in the industry of sports memorabilia. And then I generate about $5,000 to $6,000 a month just through sales by promoting on Instagram. Who wouldn't mind having like 5,000 to 6,000 coming in through Instagram promotions? Only like 3 of you. Everyone else can leave? No. All right. So we're going to get into how this works and how we can turn your followers into dollars. I mean, that's the bottom line. What really kind of got me into it was, I forgot who said it, but I was watching something online and someone's like, if you have 10,000 followers and you're not making money on Instagram, you're doing it wrong. At that time, I had maybe like 200 followers. I'm like, I kind of took it as a challenge. Like, wait a minute, you can make money through Instagram? Let me see if I can make this happen. So we're going to get into how to Instagram like a boss. So we're kind of I already know who has a business right now. So obviously we want to have more followers on Instagram, and we want to see real sales through Instagram. And that's what we're going to get into. So let's roll up our sleeves. We're going to get into the nitty gritty right now. The most important reason we're here, this Instagram is for you. So this is where millennials are. We've been in the industry. We've talked to everybody here. I understand that everyone was trying to capture the millennial market. That's always like the pain point for jewelers. Like, how can I get more millennials? You got to be where the millennials are. The millennials are on Instagram. And the beauty of Instagram is that we're in a wearables industry. Instagram is all about beautiful pictures. And that's what we do. We provide beautiful items. So let's get into this. So very first thing, we're going to talk about aggressive growth. Nothing matters if no one sees it. That's what it comes down to Instagram. I've looked at a lot of your pages as I call you on the phone. I'm like, hey, you need some diamonds, Brian at EMD. I'm actually online checking out your Instagram. And I'm like, if you only have 200 followers and you have great content, it doesn't matter. We need more followers. That's the bottom line. I'd say probably most of your Instagrams are perfect, just not enough followers. So we're going to talk about how to grow our follower base right now. And this is basically just a step-by-step that I did with my personal hobby page to grow to 7,600. And 7,600 isn't even that much. We're not celebrities. We're not like Kim Kardashian where they're looking for us. So we have to go after them. So we have to be a little aggressive. Right now, Instagram's like the wild, wild west. So let's talk about aggressive following. So first thing to understand with kind of like social media and Instagram, there's an unwritten rule. If you follow someone, there's a better chance they're going to follow you back. It's kind of like this unwritten rule. So when you follow someone on Instagram, I'm sure we've all done this before, or if someone follows you, you get a notification on your app. It says, oh, Jim's following me. You can easily click follow and follow them back, or they might go and check out your page. So I'm going to show you right now how I do aggressive following and how I grew. This is how I first got to my first 5,000 followers on Instagram. So I pretend I'm a jeweler in Pittsburgh, and I did a little bit of research, and I found a coffee shop in Pittsburgh. So I saw that, I'm like, oh, coffee shops, a lot of millennials go to coffee shops. I looked at their pictures, looked like, a place that I'd want to target. So part of aggressive following is you want to find businesses in your area that are local, that you can target their Instagram presence. And how you would do that is now, if you click here where it says followers, it'll bring up every single person that's following that business. Chances are, because it's a coffee shop, they're probably local. They look, just from the pictures, they look like the age range I'm looking for. So I want to target them. These could all be potential clients for my business. So with aggressive following, what I noticed, I would do about 50 an hour where I'd actually go through and I would just click follow, 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 follow. And I would do about 300 a day. So I'd follow 300 a day, every single day. Out of every 100, you're going to get about 20 to 30 that follow you back. That's real results. You could do it right now while I'm doing this presentation. You'd probably already have a few people following you back. And it sounds like, oh, isn't that too aggressive? No, it's Wild Wild West. They're not looking for you. You have to go after them. Another great example, Penn State. You can see 143,000 followers. So if you're in Pittsburgh, I would let's say, let me target Penn State. All these alumni, even if they don't live here, chances are they're going to come back, when their son or daughter graduates because they want to go to the same school, or there's a huge football game. They're going to come back. Maybe they forget a gift. They come to your area. It's another potential customer. So aggressive following was the number one thing that really helped me grow my Instagram page. And because you can target your local customers, these are all potentials that they're going to want to engage with you and work with you in the future. Now that we started talking about aggressive following, I would write this down, Gramista. So I did that all manually every single day, about 300 followers a day, until I hit about 5,000 followers. And I was kind of like, man, this is taking forever. I need to find another way. So I found Gramista. This is a tool that you can use that does basically that same thing, but it'll help do it for you. I'll show you how it works. Now I'm not affiliated with Gramista at all. I just decided to use them. It's like $60 for 60 days, pretty inexpensive. So this is my Instagram profile, HH Twin Breaks. What it has an automatic liker and a follower unfollower. So let me show you how it works. So in the sports memorabilia industry, I went and I found the big dogs. I went after the ones that are already in the industry, and I wanted to target their followers. So someone like Steiner Sports, they're already huge in sports memorabilia. I wanted to target their followers. If someone's following, they're most likely they were interested in the industry. So you want to do the same thing. You want to find people that are in your area, whether it could be a club, like a local nightclub, it could be a golf course, your competitor, whatever it may be. So, and then you're going to add them here. You probably want to get to about 15 or 20 that have an Instagram presence. A good Instagram presence would be 1,000 plus. I mean, there's huge companies that have 50,000 or whatnot, but 1,000 plus is definitely a good area to start. Now, another great part of this app, we're going to talk a little bit more after, is this right here. It has something called Boost. With Instagram, a big part of what they do is that the more likes you get, they're going to keep showing that post to your followers even more. Every time you post something, not every single follower that you have is actually going to see it, a small percentage of it. But the more likes it gets, Instagram's algorithm says, hey, you know what, this is some good content, people like it, they're going to show it more to your followers. So Boost, I would use this for very important posts that I wanted to get a little bit more attraction to, and it would send likes to that post for 2 hours, so that way more of my followers would see it as well. All right, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of homework, okay? You guys like homework, right? So I'm sure some of you, I can already see some of the wheels turning right now. Take some time after the presentation or tonight, start thinking about, find five local businesses in your area that you want to target their Instagram. This is so simple to do. It's not rocket science, it's very simple. Find 5 local businesses that you can target that you want to start attacking their followers. And by attacking, I just mean following, nothing, just nothing crazy. So whether it's a golf course, like I said, a local club, coffee shops, colleges, the local zoo, anything that's local in your area, because we want those local customers to get to know us and who we are so they can bring them into our store. Okay, who thinks they can do 5? Anyone can do more than 5? Yeah, all right, perfect. Is anyone already doing aggressive following? Anyone? Like 4? Okay, good. So 4. I always get excited when I see that not a lot of people are doing something, because that's a great opportunity. When no one else is doing it, that's the time to do it. So I think that's very, very important. You have a question?
Yes. So isn't it not good, though, to follow too many people because then your number of followers is lower than...
Sure. I'm glad you asked that question. I was going to get to it, but I'll answer it. Because a lot of people say that, well, I don't want to have more followers, and I definitely understand that. But in the beginning, it doesn't matter. The reason I think about that, so I would have many times like 2,000 more that I'm following than actually were following me. And the reason I don't care, because I wanted the eyes on my page. Because like I said, we're not Kim Kardashian. They're not actually actively looking for us, so we need to be aggressive with it. And as you get bigger, there's ways, like with Gramisa, it will unfollow for you, so that way your ratios will get down. But in the beginning, I wouldn't even worry about it. You just want to get eyes on your page. All right, so we hit 5,000 followers now. We did some aggressive following, we hit 5,000 followers. Let's talk about how we can actually sell through Instagram. Like I said, I do about $5,000 to $6,000 in revenue selling sports memorabilia. These are things like $40, $50. It's not jewelry at all. And this is all just through promoting through Instagram. So I'm going to talk about how we can set up our Instagram to do that, how we can design posts that will help you, and start seeing some dollars coming in. So we'll turn those followers into dollars. Such a cool picture, huh? Wish I could take credit for that one, but I cannot do origami. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about is setting up our Instagram. So when you go, you can have your bio right here, okay? And you have one link. Instagram gives you one link you can put up. I'd say majority put their website, or I see a lot put their Facebook page. So the problem is with one link, you're not always directing them to your website. We have many different avenues that we want to direct people to. So there's a program that I use that's completely free called Linktree. So write this down. I'm giving you all the hacks and the tips, things that you can do literally today and start using today for basically almost no money and start growing it. With Linktree, what it allows you to do is you put a Linktree tab now. When they click on that link in your bio, it'll bring up a page like this. So this is on my current page. And now what this does, each button will direct them to a different link that I specify. Now here's what's great about that. If you have a specific product you're having a promotion for, let's say it's Valentine's Day, you got some studs on promotion, I would put a direct link on there. So when you have a post about it, you say, click the link in my bio, they'll see, oh, Valentine's Day promo, and they'll go directly to your website on that page. They don't get lost on your website and we lose the customer. Instead, you're gonna drive them directly where you want them to go, whether it's your eBay store, YouTube, Facebook, whatever other avenues you wanna direct them to. So let's go back here. So I'll show you here. So you see it says Linktree/HH Twin Breaks, which is my Instagram. So you'll have like Linktree/Baker's Jewelers, let's say, just as an example. And they would click there, and it would bring them to a page like this. Now you can direct them exactly where you want to go. So that's step one for setting up your Instagram in order to sell. So call to action. Basic sales. I mean, we all do it. We're all salespeople. We sell diamonds and jewelry in our stores. We all have a call to action. Every single Instagram post you post, you should have some sort of call to action. It's not always like, hey, I'm going to sell you an action, but it's telling them what to do. The world we live in, that's like, you just have to tell people what to do or else they're not going to do it. If you're not like, hey, we need to do this, and we're going to tell them. So here's a few examples. One is comment below. Just tell them, hey, comment below. You want to get engagement on your posts. You want them to like your post. Like your post, add a caption. These are all pretty explanatory. Here's my favorite. The one I use the most is click the link in my bio. So whether it's maybe a new promotion you have, something that you want to promote, a giveaway that you're doing, and you want to direct them to a specific site on your website, then this is the one you want to use, is click the link in my bio, tell them what to do. And another really important one is tag a friend. I'm going to give a great example. I'm sure someone's already done this before, but I haven't seen it yet. And I'm going to give you, I'm sure anyone can do it here, but we should take a picture of a dirty piece of jewelry. We all have them come in, they want to clean it, they must have been gardening or whatever it is, and the thing's like destroyed, and they want to get it clean. Take a picture of that, post it on Instagram, and say, hey, tag a friend who needs their jewelry cleaned. You know how many people are gonna, oh, my mom, oh, my sister. I guarantee you'll get so many comments, so many tags. What that does, it's also bringing more eyes to your page, and you'll probably get some more follows. You'll probably get some more people coming in your store, too. So just an idea that I was thinking of that I haven't seen yet. Has anyone ever done something like that before? Got one. You had some good reaction for it?
I did. We did a before and after post.
Nice.
And got a lot of reaction.
Awesome, yeah. People like, especially like if your page is always like beautiful finished pieces and then all of a sudden, boom, they're like, what is this? Why would they put, it catches their attention. So I like to do things that catch people's attention. All right. So now let's talk about our Instagram sales funnel here and how we can turn this into some sales. So we set up our link tree so we can direct them to certain links. We talked about our call to action. Now the first thing I would do, let's pretend that I'm a jeweler at the IGO show and I want to actually go out there and let's sell a piece of jewelry from the show. So I pick something. So I'm going to give you an example of what I did and how I would post it and how I would go about selling it. So first thing I would do is I would get that item and I would put the SKU in my website and I'd put a specific link on my link tree. So now when people click the link in my bio, they'll know exactly where to go. So in this case, I took a gold anchor pendant, just as an example. Okay? So I just found this stock photo online. We're gonna sell this piece of jewelry today, and I'm gonna show you how I do it and how I sell sports memorabilia. First, a couple things that I do. Now these are kind of just basic sales, but we have to remember it's the same things we do in our stores we can do on Instagram as well. Number one is pre-sale. Millennials love to be first. Who here seen those lines of them just lining up for cell phones for like hours and hours just to be first to get an iPhone? They could get it the next day or the day after, but they want to be first. So we need to cater to that. We want them to be first. So I always do some sort of pre-sale. Let's kind of create that buzz going. And always, limited quantities. It's almost like we don't need to say it, but we need to say it. There's limited quantities. Create that hype. And then we have to have our call to action. So I'm going to show you how I would use these in a post on Instagram to drive them to my website. So first thing, I post a picture and I tag Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania as if I'm in Pittsburgh. Now I'm going to go to this. I know we have some bad eyes in here looking through those loops all the time. So now, first thing you notice, you see all these emojis? Emojis are the hieroglyphics for millennials, okay? We need to use emojis as much as possible. I know it's a little bit weird, like, oh, why would I use emojis? It catches attention, that's why. And a lot of times it says more with the emoji than it does with your words. They get the idea right away. So first thing you see, I have these alert emojis. I'm just saying brand new statement piece. Pre-order available now. I put gold anchor pendant. I'm not even talking anything about the pendant. They see the picture. They either like it or they don't. I'm just telling them what it is, gold anchor pendant. And then I give them my little spiel. We just got back from a jewelry buying show and secured the max amount of this beautiful piece. Very limited quantities, all right? So I'm creating that urgency now. Normally $3.99, but discounted to $2.49 since we're VIP buyers with our vendors. Okay, now here comes my call to action. Click the link in the bio to pre-order your pendant now. Now when they click my link in the bio, it'll go directly to that page that I want them to go to. They'll see gold anchor pendant. Oh, that's why I was clicking, and they'll go right to there, and I can have all the details about the actual pendant, and they can easily order. Very simple to do. The second thing is I add a second call to action. Not everyone's gonna like this, but I say tag a friend who loves the water. Now maybe someone that likes it, but they know someone, they'll tag a friend. Drive more people to see your post. It's very simple. This is like not rocket science at all. It's like the simplest thing in the world. It's just about doing it. That's step one. But now you gotta have a follow-up post, okay? Now, so let's say 12 hours, a day goes by, you start getting some orders coming in. A few people are interested. Maybe I don't know if some of you use Google Analytics, you see, wow, I'm actually seeing traffic going to that section of my site. So you know people are interested if they're going there. Now what you wanna do is you wanna give a little recognition. We're gonna create some more urgency. So I said, oh, let's say Amanda from Pittsburgh ordered one of my pendants. I'm gonna promote that now on my Instagram. So I'm like, oh, thanks Amanda from Pittsburgh. Huge thanks for your order. Amanda plus many others have pre-ordered their anchors. What am I doing? The herd mentality. We all know what the herd mentality is. What? If they see someone else doing it, they're gonna do it too. This right here is designed to get them over the fence. The ones that are like, oh, I'm thinking about it, I kinda wanna do it. Let's get them over the fence, let's get that sale. Okay? Once again, I put very limited quantities. Now, if you have something, let's say there's 9 or less, you would actually put that number. So if you have 9 or less, I would put like, oh, only 8 available, or only 8 left. If it's 10 or more, I wouldn't put it. Once you see double digits, they think there's plenty. All right, and then again, we have our call to action. Click the link in our bio to pre-order. These are very simple posts. Even if you post this and nothing sells, it doesn't matter. You're getting them used to it now. Hey, okay, they sell. Like, that's a great piece. Maybe it's not for them, but there's another piece that you might do a week or 2 weeks from now that they'd actually like. So we talked about aggressive following, growing our follower base. We talked about how to sell through Instagram. Now let's talk about a little bit more about our actual content, when to post, what kind of things to post, so we can be even more effective and build up our community through Instagram. So with My Sports Memorabilia, I've tried everything. Everything I'm doing is this is all just what I do. I'm just having fun up here. I'm not like an expert speaker or anything. This is just what I do on a daily basis to grow my hobby page. I found the most effective time to post is right when I wake up in the morning and I'm on the toilet. No one reads newspapers anymore. What do? You're on the toilet, you look at your phone. I know all of you did that today. You don't. It's a natural habit now. You're like, oh, let's see. Like you check the news, the sports. Guess what? Everybody's doing it, so you want to post something and be in their face. Be in their face. If you're looking at your phone, everybody else is looking at your phone. Be in their face at that time. Post something. Lunchtime. So of course, I know as jewelers, sometimes we have hectic schedules. It's not like a normal traditional 9 to 5. But we have to remember that's kind of where our clientele is. Lunchtime, I mean, when I'm at work, at lunch, every single employee there, what do? They go, they sit down, they eat, they're looking at Instagram. So you want to be in their face at that time. 4:30 p.m., 5 o'clock, most people get out of work. That last 30 minutes, they're trying to kill time. And what's the best time killer? Instagram. So you want to have a post, be in their face. Part of what we're doing, this is like a not now business selling jewelry. It's like a special occasion business. So it's all about planting seeds. Luckily, this is free. We can plant seeds all the time for free. We don't have to spend money on radio ads. So these are the best times to plant the seeds. So when that special occasion comes, they'll remember you. Like, oh, I've been seeing pretty pictures of jewelry or learning about this, the owner over at this store for years now. I'm ready. And then 9 p.m. So when I wake up and then 9 p.m. are actually the 2 times I get the most engagement. We now live in a society where we do dual screens. You put the kids to bed, you watch TV, and you're on your phone. That's our society now. You're on Instagram while you watch TV because you need to, anything that happens, you have to react right away to it. So this is actually a great time. I get a lot of reaction time around 9 p.m. And then of course, all the time. Any inspiration you have, anything that happens, just post it. There's no specific time. Like I said, every time you post something, only a small percentage of your followers are going to see it at that time. So you need to try to hit them all the time, all throughout the day. I already know you guys are thinking, but Brian, I'm a jeweler. I can't be thinking about posting content when I wake up and lunchtime. Like, I understand. And that's why we're going to talk about Hootsuite. So write this down. This is an automation tool for people like us that don't have the time to always be worrying about when I need to post. This will allow you to actually plan your content for the day or the week and have it post at specific times for you. So you still have to do the work and have the content, but you can actually plan it, like you could do on, let's say, a Saturday and plan it out for the whole week and have posts ready to go. And then anything else that inspires you, someone comes in or you get excited about something or you just want to take a selfie and post it, whatever it may be, you can just post it at any time. But you can hit all those best times to post using Hootsuite. Okay, I'm not going to get into how to use. It's very simple. This is what I want to post. This is the time. All right, now let's talk about effective content. Okay, this is now the most important part. I mean, of course, you have to have followers, but your content's everything. So Instagram is building a community. One of the reasons I do so well with my hobby and selling is because I have a community there. They like me because they know who I am. I'm always sharing not just about what I'm doing, like with the hobby, but also about myself. I always put pictures of my twins. I even talked about, hey, I'm speaking and talking about how to grow my Instagram at this show, like anything just to know, so they feel like they know who I am, because that way they want to give me their money because they like me. Same thing, that's how you want to treat your Instagram as well. I'd say the biggest mistake I see is most people only have pictures of jewelry on their Instagram. That's the biggest mistake. That's great. I mean, we see these big companies that have like a Susan B or one of these ones in New York that have like hundreds of thousands of followers and all they do is post pictures of jewelry. But they have a much different market. You want a local market, you want them to know who you are. When they walk in your store, they feel like they already know you. And you can do that through Instagram. One of the best ways, you got Baker's Fine Jewelry. Say hi, guys. I knew you were going to be here without knowing it. You see that? So I'll give you an example. So you can see the 3-generation picture right here. That had tons of engagement. Why? Because they're like, oh wow, now I have a better understanding of who the store is, where they come from. Okay? So you want to have pictures of family pictures are a great way. Most of our businesses are family businesses. Okay? One of my favorites, make fun of yourself. I do this all the time. I think it's a great way to break the ice with people, and especially people that don't know you, it really gives them an insight of who you are. So this is actually from my page on April Fools. My coworkers thought it would be a great idea to put sriracha in a donut and give it to me. And I ate it. But instead of just taking that and moving on, I said, you know what? They had a picture. I said, okay, I'm posting this. I had so much engagement on this post. Everyone was liking. People were like, oh, you're stupid. Why would you eat it? You should have known. It's April Fool's. Like, I mean, but it just created this like a whole nother level of engagement with my followers. People that have never commented before, they probably follow my stuff. I had all these new people that I've never even talked to before on Instagram. They were commenting, oh my God, that happened to me, or a great idea. I'm going to do that right now to my coworkers. It was a lot of fun. So making fun of yourself is a great way to kind of break the ice with your followers as well. Local sports teams. I mean, a lot of us have some kind of local sports team. It could be a college or whatnot. I know, like in just off the top of my head, there's in Amarillo, Texas, they have the Sod Poodles. It's a minor league baseball team. Go to the game. You post a picture. You post a video. I'm at the game. You'd be surprised at how many of your followers were at the game too. Like, oh my God, I was there. What a great win. Just another way to create that engagement. They feel like they know who you are, and they're getting a better idea. Share your hobbies: CrossFit, golf, baking. But it's a great thing. You want to share it. You want to share your hobby, what you do. Because guess what? They have the same hobbies. When I first, 10 years ago, it's a really funny story, but 10 years ago when I got into this industry, and I was like, oh, I'm going to sell diamonds to jewelers. My first reaction, I was like, these are going to be the hoity-toity, like they're all dressed up. Like, I didn't think jewelers were just like me. Isn't that horrible? But guess what? Everybody thinks that. Everybody thinks we're all on another level and we're not like everybody else. But no, everyone's just like you, right? So by doing this, they'll see that, oh yeah, they're just like me. Okay? And of course, if you have employees, they're also interacting with your clients as well. You want to share things about your employees, whether their hobbies, birthdays, whatever it may be. So these are all important things to build your community on Instagram so they feel like they have a better understanding of who you are and why they'd want to do business. All right, so now let's talk about a little bit more about the jewelry side of effective content. I'd say right now, who here saw Game of Thrones? Who's happy with the ending? Oh, yeah, okay. Like 3 people? Okay. I know, I'm bringing out all the controversy. So what I liked about this season was that after each season, they kind of have like a little behind the scenes. They would talk about it. I thought it was really interesting. But guess what? That's kind of like how the world is now. Everyone wants to know the behind the scenes, not just what it was, but how it was made. This is a great thing. This is all content for you as a jeweler. Whether it's that guy that brought in a napkin, that he drew his, hey, look at this, I want you to make this ring. You're like, okay, you want this stain, this Cheeto stain? Put a picture of it. To do the whole process, whether it's the wax, even me, I sell diamonds, I don't even know the whole process. So when I see it, I like to see what's happening from step one to the end product. What it'll do, it'll give them a new appreciation as well. They have a behind the scenes of the jeweler, and they'll see the blood, sweat, tears, everything you did to make that final piece of beautiful jewelry. They have no idea how it gets to that point. All they see is, oh wow, beautiful piece of jewelry, let me haggle on price. They don't know that you spend hours on it for them, tweaking all their every single design for them. So this is going to be like your personal reality show into the jewelry world. That's how you should treat it. It'll make it more fun for your customers, and they'll appreciate what you're doing even more. All right, let's get into Instagram stories. So this is prime real estate. So when you first open your phone, the first thing you see on the top line is you're going to see all these little circles, and they have like a little pink and purple circle around it. That's a story. Basically, a story is like a 15-second commercial about whatever it may be. And after 15 seconds, it'll automatically go to the next story, the next story, the next story, the next story. Now, why is this important? Well, if it's right in your face, you always want to be in the prime real estate, in their face. Even if they don't click on yours, but they're following you, they'll see your logo. Oh, Baker's Fine Jewelry, Baker's Fine Jewelry. You want to keep planting that seed. Also, let's say this is their brother's post. Oh, let me see what my brother posted. They click on it. And let's say you're here. After that 15 seconds, it'll automatically play yours. Maybe it's a promotion, maybe it's whatever it may be, something that you want to sell, a giveaway you're doing, they'll get to see that. So that's prime real estate. It's very simple to do, and once again, it's something that a lot of people still are not using. So you want to be up in that top area. This is how you post a story. So first, this is one of my personal pictures that I put up. I just got a new house, this is my family. So I did you see I got 260 likes. Personal ones, I get way more likes. That's one of the reasons why you want to be as personal as possible. So let's say here you have it looks kind of like a paper airplane. So once you make a post, you go to that paper airplane, you click on that, it'll bring up this page. And it'll say add post to story. Very simple, it'll bring here, you click on that, and now you'll have that post up in that top area. Every single post I do, I just add it to my story. I don't even think, it's natural. Well, if you posted something earlier today, you could do it right now, boom, done. Now it's on the story. More people are going to engage with it. And then they can click on the story, click on that, and go right back to the post as well. Oh, I love this part. I know a lot of us are already doing this, but I'm gonna drive it home because I think it's really important. This is like the meat and potatoes of how to like really grow our business with Instagram. And I'm using a jeweler as an example. Everybody loves recognition. If I've worked with you and you've sold a stone, I tell you good job. Because I know you're an owner, no one else is telling you good job. You know, definitely not your wife or your husband, you know, we know that. No. But what's important with recognition is that when you give it, you're more likely to get it back, okay? So as an example, everyone wants to be an Instagram model nowadays, right? That's kind of like the thing, like, oh, I want to be, like people literally, like I bet in school now, kids are like, what do you want to be when you grow up? An Instagram model, you know, like an influencer. I'm sure that happens now. So the engagement has almost become just as important as the wedding. And I know you guys see this because we talk to people every day. So here's a great example of how you can post and then get some more engagement as well. So this is River Edge Jewelers in New Jersey. They have over 15,000 followers, and they do this all the time. So basically, this is they just got engaged. Here's a video of the ring that they bought. Here's an actual picture of the ring. And all they did, River Edge Jewelers posted a congratulations. You know, congratulations to the generous couple. Welcome to the River Edge family. And you can see here, they tagged those two in the post. So they're giving them recognition. Okay? Now you're like, well, how would I do that? Just ask people when they come in, hey, do you mind if I share your engagement photo on my Instagram? What's your Instagram? It's very simple, you know, just gotta have it in our mind. Now what happens? They got some recognition, they wanna give it back. So this person right here is Zella Zara. She came up here and she said, she's giving it back. Here's her engagement. She said, thank you so much to River Edge Jewelers for making our dreams come true. It's so beautiful. But what's important is by putting River Edge Jewelers here, all of her followers now know where she got it. And of course, that can drive, we can now leverage off of her followers and gain more views, get some more engagement, maybe some more followers, and who knows, maybe someone else that wants to get engaged. So I love it. It's one of the best things to do right now for our industry and to build some follower base as well. It's referral marketing. They trust you. There's that trust. All right, so we only have so much time. We covered a lot. I gave you the meat and potatoes. This is all, like I said, it's all simple stuff. You could do it today. You could start right now and literally start seeing results instantly and start growing your follower base, start being able to sell on Instagram. I'm here for the next 3 days at IJO. So I'm gonna be having some workshops talking about how to do giveaways as well. I think it's a great way to build our community. With giveaways, you can, you hit certain milestones on Instagram, 1,000 followers or my 30th anniversary. Give back a little bit. And it's very simple to do, and then you can do it so you can actually grow your follower base and get more eyes on your page. So I'll be going over that through some of the workshops as well. And like I said, I gave you guys a little bit of homework. Think of that. Think of 5 local businesses that you want to target so that way you can grow your follower base as well. So once again, Jewelers Conquering the Digital World, that's our Facebook group. It's a think group, like I said. We have over 2,200 jewelers. Definitely join in on this so we can all work together. This is just something I do for fun, but we can all do it together and it's really simple. Thanks so much. You guys are a great audience. Thanks so much.